Hey everyone, welcome back to Kalpana Medical Bookstores, your go-to-go place for the best medical textbook reviews. I am Dr. Abdul Kareem Farooqui, currently working as an intern in Mangalore. So today we'll be reviewing the two most underrated subjects of first year MBBS, and that is nothing but embryology and histology. So let's start with histology. What is histology? See, histology is a branch of medical science that deals with the organs, the human organs at a microscopic level. So histology is studied into two broad categories, that is the general histology and the systemic histology. So general histology deals with the basic tissues at the microscopic level, for example, the muscles, the nerves, bones, etc. Followed by the systemic histology that consists of microscopic study of different organs. Okay. So now let's talk about the one and only gold standard, absolutely student-friendly textbook for histology, that is Textbook of Human Histology by Mr. Inderbir Singh. So we have the latest edition of the textbook here, that is the 11th edition. So let's do the opening of the textbook. So here you can see Human Histology 11th edition by Dr. Inderbir Singh. So there are few things in this textbook which you are going to absolutely love. See, histology is all about diagrams and diagrams and diagrams. So this textbook, first of all, it follows the new CBME curriculum that you are well versed with. Apart from that, this textbook has such beautifully hand-drawn diagrams that these diagrams could be directly drawn in the exam, which will fetch you a lot of marks. So I would like to highlight some important points. For example, this is the diagram of the pituitary gland. See, you can so beautifully see that the diagrams have been drawn using this HND pencils and it is hand drawn. So these diagrams can be directly used in your exams. Apart from that, this textbook gives a very brief explanation that will be helpful for you in your theory exams as well as for the Viva in your practical exam. So practical exams will have a slide from general histology as well as it will have a slide from systemic histology. So these two things will be completely covered up in this textbook. Apart from that, there are labeled diagrams. So these diagrams you'll be able to understand the concepts much better. So I have few more things for you here, and also there are a lot of comparative tables here. So for example, when you are dealing with the linings of the stomach as well as the duodenum, they are 70 to 30% similar with some minute differences. So this book also offers the comparative tables here. For example, it is comparing the histological features between duodenum, jejunum and ileum. So these are very similar but yet different. So this book also helps you to differentiate between the histological diagrams. See, these are some direct questions which usually are asked for 5 markers. Differentiate histologically between jejunum and ileum. So this book is offering you that as well. Apart from that, how do you actually approach the subject of histology? So the best way to approach this is, see, usually your histology classes would be in the afternoon, 2 to 4 sessions. So from my personal experience, I would tell you that always the topics would be put before. So what you do is that day in the afternoon, have your lunch little early. From 1:30 to 2 o'clock, you already know the allotted topic. So just open this book, see the diagram once and read in brief about that topic in the textbook. Trust me, it is going to be worth it. You will not have to revise histology before your exams because histology is so underrated subject that it is just taken 2 to 3 days before the exam, and this mistake should not happen. So it's my sincere request that you just do your lunch little early, 1:30 to 2 o'clock, just go through the diagram. See, anything. For example, this is the salivary gland lobule. Just see the diagram, read little about it, and then as soon as you go in your histology lab, your teachers will teach you about it. So you will have a very thorough memory, and just come back to your home, draw the diagram once again in your record, and you will be set for the subject of histology. So I would highly recommend all of you to buy this textbook of Dr. Inderbir Singh for Human Histology with such beautiful specifications which are going to help you directly in your theory as well as practical exam. So this was about Inderbir's textbook of histology. Next, coming to the another underrated subject, and that is the subject of embryology. So what is embryology? See, embryology is the branch of medical science that deals with the process of development of human beings since the day the ovum and sperm fertilize to form a zygote until the day the baby is born. So as we saw in histology, same like that, the embryology is also divided into two sections, that is general embryology and systemic embryology. So general embryology deals from the process of fertilization until the formation of blastocyst. After that, the further development of different various organs is dealt in the classification of systemic embryology. So now coming to the gold standard, the student-friendly and the most beautiful textbook what we have got here for human embryology, it is by the same author, Dr. Inderbir Singh. So this is the latest 14th edition of the textbook of human embryology by Dr. Inderbir Singh. So now let's open it. Here is the textbook of human embryology, the latest and the 14th edition by Dr. Inderbir Singh. So now talking about some of the beautiful features what I felt as a first year undergraduate that would be very helpful for you in your exams. See, first of all, as I mentioned, histology, same goes with embryology. Embryology is a subject which is self-explanatory by diagrams. Now what you find here in this book is beautifully drawn diagrams. See, such beautiful diagrams which can directly be drawn in your exams. Apart from that, there are various comparative tables, there are various different diagrams which will help you score much better in your university exams. And there are a lot of flow charts in these books. See, for example, the process of fertilization, the process of spermatogenesis, the process of oogenesis. These kind of processes would be very much self-explanatory if you just draw a diagram for that. For example, this is the summary of the female reproductive cycle. Starting from all the phases, the ovulatory phase, the follicular phase, the luteal phase. So these flow charts are self-explanatory, which will help you fetch marks in your exam. Apart from that, after each topic, there are some MCQs which are given at the end of this textbook. See, for example, here are some of the MCQs which are given at the end of the textbook. So these will help you for scoring the MCQs in your theory exams, and as well as it is helpful for your entrance exams as well. Okay. Apart from that, it is absolutely CBME curriculum based, so you need not have to pay much attention to that. Apart from that, see, for example, here, this is the development of epidermis. So you can see stepwise developmental developments are given in this textbook so beautifully. So you can just draw these same things in your exam. Okay. Also, there are some clinical correlations given in this book which will help you to diagnose few things in your exam. As an undergraduate at first year, you are not expected to do it, but it is well and good if you know it since your primary level. So here are some clinical correlations given. For example, there is dysplasia, there is aplasia of these dermis. So this same thing will be read in your pathology next year. So, and also this has a DigiNerve app, so you can directly download the DigiNerve app, and then at specific locations in the book there are a few QR codes given, so you can directly scan the QR code and you'll get material as well as you will get videos regarding that topic. So this was about the two most underrated subjects of first year, that is your Inderbir's textbook of human histology and Inderbir textbook of human embryology. So with this, I would like to conclude the topic of the two most underrated subjects. Okay, so follow, like and share our channel, and also if you want to purchase these textbooks from Kalpana medical bookstores, there are links given in the description below. You can also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is Kalpana_book_shop.